So we got a new open world RPG upon the horizon, and honestly, this is interesting. So the developers Hotta Studio actually is the dev team for Tower Fantasy. So they have announced their next project from Tower Fantasy. Now, for a lot of you, there's a coin, I would say, to flip the coin, so to speak, right? One side of that spectrum, this is a very good thing, you know. Tower Fantasy has risen to a point, I think at this point they're at Tower Fantasy 3.0, so to speak, and it is a genuinely a lot better game than the other side of that coin, which would be the how players have perceived the game since the very first initial launch. There was a lot of problems, it was a lot of comparisons to Genshin Impact, but now, as we're, I believe, years later, we now have the kings that are trying to rise through the ranks, right? We have the giant that is Genshin Impact. We have Honkai Star Rail. Now we have Zenless Zone Zero. We have what's the next one? Like, there's all of the Hoyoverse, Wuthering Waves. Like, we have all of these giants that are really trying to see who can be better than who. So Hotta Studio decided that they wanted to, you know, do something a little bit different. They decided to focus on more of an open world anime RPG style game. Essentially, this game is developed in Unreal Engine 5. It is essentially based in a supernatural, futuristic world. It's going to be probably the most tech and advancements of this end of the games, essentially, because it's supposed to be like they're partnering with NVIDIA. They're going to have DLSS 3.5. They're going to have ray tracing. There's going to be so much in this game that it is going to attempt to be it's going to try to rise to the ranks and become the biggest, you know, gacha game out there. Now, today I actually want to react to the announcement trailer, and they also dropped 13 minutes of overall gameplay for us to actually check it out. So I can't wait to do that. It's interesting, right? We're getting to a point where these anime style games are like reaching a new height, and I feel like with the success of Genshin Impact, the current success of Wuthering Waves, and even games like Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail, these developers are giving us almost, and I say almost, don't put my head on a pike when I say this, but we're getting almost a triple-A experience in the gacha gaming world. Like, these AAA titles for mobile players. Like, this is quite interesting. So I'm going to just turn our attention. I'm going to actually have us check out the overall announcement trailer. Let's see what it's talking about. I have not seen this trailer at all, so I just want to point that out for us. But let's hop on over here. Let's check it out, see what they got cooking for us. And let's hopefully see if we can break down the gameplay and see if there's anything that, you know, may seem quite interesting.
The pay for this contract just doubled again. Whoa! The target should be nearby. Let's wrap this up.
Okay. So voice acting seems pretty okay. Doesn't sound bad or anything of that nature. I like the animated aesthetic that the game has. It kind of gives me a mixture of all of the current games that are out here, so it definitely is going to fit in, I would so to speak. All of the character models definitely seem like with this cel shaded art style, so alright. I personally like the song that's playing right now. Like, I can feel that futuristic lo-fi vibe. I'm digging it, dog.
It's feeding time.
Now, that is one thing. I'm actually glad they're driving this car. So that is one thing that I took note, is that the mounts in this game is sports cars.
We gotta meet the rush fee quota for this thing the BAC wanted. As long as nothing
Now,
goes
just by
wrong.
paying attention, why does she look like the one chick from Genshin Impact? I forgot her name. Fischl? Or something like that? The girl on the right. But just by looking at it here, it has like its vibrant moments and it has its darker aesthetics. And I think that probably plays into the overall story that they're trying to overall tell.
What the heck is that thing? It's all yours. Got it.
So of course we got our waifus. You can't have a gacha game without hot waifus. It sells.
Don't forget the rush fee!
The debriefing starts in 5 minutes. You three better have a good explanation.
So even though this is not a gameplay trailer, I do like the way I feel like the game, like what we're seeing here is what we should expect in the actual overall game. I love how every character definitely has their own
Don't forget the rush fee.
personality for sure.
Thanks.
Medal all you want. Count me out.
How about we work off some calories?
Yeah, it has that cel-shaded anime look as well. So we get a little bit of gameplay here. I'm not know if I'm noticing correctly, but it looks a little bit slow, like the way the fighting looks. But of course, I don't want to hold too much of an opinion on just the trailer. I want to save all that information for when we actually watch the 13 minutes of gameplay. But so far, I see that they're like introducing most of the main cast that we'll probably be playing with, and kind of getting a general idea of like how their lore is and how they are as characters and their personality. So that's fine. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, it has this vibrant look, and it has this more darker aesthetic. Nighttime. Ooh, nighttime looks good, too. Ooh. Okay. Yes, that was overall just the trailer, right? So there's not too much to expect out of this trailer, right? A trailer is just a trailer. That trailers are meant to overall look good. So what I want us to do is actually check out the gameplay of Neverness. And why does this look like this reminds me of cannot think of the game right now. Atelier something like that. Atelier or something like that. So just looking over on gameplay, let me turn off at 720p. Let's actually make it 1080. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if it's me, but it looks a little fuzzy. So I guess this is photo mode. So let's start. Oh yeah, this is this is literally. It's nothing bad because it should be familiar, right? When you're looking at games like these, it should be overall familiarity. Like when somebody hops into it, it should be something that it should be easy, quick, something that somebody can pick up, right? Looking at the UI alone, it's clean, not cluttered, nothing of the nature. The UI is definitely reminiscent of games like Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves. You know, you got your squad on the right, you got all of the options and menus you need at the top right hand corner. Of course, you got your map in the top left hand corner. Of course, you got your health bar dead smack in the middle at the bottom. And of course, you got your abilities and everything like that. So more than likely, this game will, of course, probably be definitely destined for both PC and mobile as well. But let's take a further look at it. And this is just a work in progress, so far for what they have, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And keep in mind, this is also open world, so question is, how big is the overall map for this game? That's what I want to see. And which, I'm going to just take a guess, it would be very similar to something like Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact. Just open world, and as updates come out, people get to, like, they can unlock new zones and new areas for players to be able to go into. So far, I don't know who this character is, but she's my favorite so far that I've seen. of all the waifus. There's a couple other ones I saw in the original trailer, but you know, we got the vibes. We got the vibes. Of course, we got our eating area. This is how you know you heal up, you get your stamina boost. Yeah, so nothing's out of something. Like I said, this is where familiarity comes into play, right? This is something we are used to, and I think with that, I think there's gonna probably be a lot that's gonna have to try to make this game stand out to be different, which it's gonna probably take a lot, right? Probably the character arc, the story, and possibly the gameplay, right? Well, combat, so to speak. And if I'm not mistaken, and I probably said whoa, okay, hold on. I'm gonna finish that thought later. This is the anomalies that is trying to coexist with the world, I'm guessing, from when I was reading about the storyline with this. But if I'm not mistaken, I forgot Hotta Studios is a Chinese developer because they did Tower Fantasy. Tower Fantasy was the Chinese variation of Genshin Impact, so to speak. Okay, this just turned into like Silent Hill quick. Oh, we got mobs. Oh, and she was just regularly traveling in the base city. Ooh. Okay. All right, that was cool. But it seemed like they can attack at any time. That was interesting. So that was very different. Like this, and like I said earlier, this is a very supernatural based game. Very supernatural. Yo, what the? It's like you just had a fever dream. What the world? Okay, I can see exactly what's gonna be different about this game. It's the supernatural aspect of it. I really do like supernatural things, like Silent Hill. You know, other games that are just supernatural, like there's just weird shit going on. It's honestly like it hits a soft spot somewhere in my heart, and they can actually take this story in so many different ways because almost every we get an ult. Almost every game has a more peaches and rainbows in a sense. They got moments where shit hits the fan, so to speak. But overall, I like where the normal aesthetic is just a supernatural, futuristic vibe. Like, that's something I genuinely like. And it happened out of nowhere. They were just regularly traveling through town and then they were suddenly attacked. So there's probably specific areas that are more susceptible to this supernatural scene to play out in front of you. Like I said, Hotta Studio can go plenty of different ways on how this game is supposed to go. And then we get to the cars, right? So you could just walk up to a car. What? Okay. Yo, that is wild. That is wild. We actually get to drive cars. Like, it turned into anime Grand Theft Auto. Now, I would also like to know what cars are always going to be available. Do we have to always go to a parking lot? Or can we just actually go to any car we can and actually take the cars? Now, would that be something that is, like I said, this is where it turns into Grand Theft Auto very quickly. So that's, ooh, my God, that's pretty cool. No mounts, like specifically, like, nah, bro. Oh, my mans can't drive. Oh, Lord. I wonder if you can run people over or something like that. That's pretty cool. And is this a new area where you can get new cars? New car. Yes, this is. Look, oh, you can even customize the cars. You can change the bumpers. I see tires. You can literally change everything about the car. You can customize it, of course, by gaining whatever specific currency that is. But you can actually change the cars, and you can see over there that like they have a specific range of like how good that car will perform on the road. Now, here's the next question for you: what exactly? Why do we need cars? Is there specific like? Of course, it's open world. That's the obvious aspect, but and I also understand about customizing that car. But my thing is there another secret motive that they have with these cars? Like, are we going to be doing like races and stuff? Or are we going to be doing like chase scenes? Or, you know, something that's other than the usual, oh, this is just to get from point A to point B. Clearly, you could drive it everywhere. Everywhere, anywhere. It seems like she can't go any further up. So I don't think it's that accessible to things. The Leon Estate Group. So another thing that I've noticed was the yep, we're looking at it now. So we get the overall housing features. So almost in a way like a survival game, but without the extra survival stuff. That ooh, I could see where they didn't got the inspiration from. Like they pulled from many things. Like I played a lot of MMOs and a lot of RPGs, and the level of like how this is like, this feels like I'm playing a Grand Theft Auto anime game. No other game really gives that I personally have played. Like I said, I personally have played, or I probably did play it and I just can't remember. But that I find that really awesome. What is this, Eden? I wish I understood Chinese or Mandarin to be exact. Oh, but I'm just gonna go with visual cues. Visual cues. Gonna read the room, baby. We're gonna read the room. 7th floor. All right. Oh, we're going to the penthouse. Oh wait, I don't think it's your own house. But I don't think my dude rendered in. Oh wait, I think he's supposed to be like that. What? Yeah, I think our house is this penthouse, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think you get your very own house. Yeah, I think you can customize your penthouse in this house. Add furniture and all that. Bro, why is he? I'm guessing that this is how his character is. I'm like, there's no way he's not rendering in right now. Yeah, so okay, that is from just the general looking at this. This is like our house that we can customize and all that. Yeah, character models definitely like cel shaded, that anime feel. It's gonna be a timeless. I really love cel shaded art. Like cel shaded is such a timeless art design, bro. You can look at cel shaded at any time, and if you look at the year it came out, it will still look like it's came out in today. Like just cel shaded, like any Legend of Zelda games, that cel shaded is timeless. Most anime games, some of these gacha games too. What the heck? Whoa, okay, so that's her specific power. She can walk on walls. We get gliders too. We get gliders as well. All right. And you go back to your car. I want to see if we could just randomly steal cars. That would be so cool. Go hit top speed. And now it's raining too. Ooh. If only we could drift too. Oh, it'll be done. Oh, can you? Oh, that's an. Oh, we got first person mode too. Because I want to know if are you able to get attacked while you're in your car, or is it only when you're out of your car? That's another thing that I'd like to know as well. Yep. Never mind. Whoa. Oh, so we do get a chase scene. Chase story beats. Dog, my man's is hitting the burners on him. Golly. And they were just regularly cruising. What? Oh, this is where it get. Now that's badass. Okay. All right. That is badass. Now that begs me to the question, since the video is now over. Do y'all think that this would be better than Tower of Fantasy Day 1? Like I said at the beginning of the video, it had a coin flip. Some people stuck it out to the end. Some people didn't care. Some people really cared. It lost a lot of the fan base very early on until like I think it was Tower of Fantasy 2.0 or something like that, where people really came back. So just by what you guys saw today, what we've talked about today, do you guys think that Tower of Fantasy, that this would be better than Tower of Fantasy? If so, let me know in the comment section below. If not, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts on it. So far, I would say my verdict, just by looking at the original announcement trailer, and as well as looking at the 13 minutes of gameplay. So far, just with the inspiration, I have hopes. I have high hopes. Of course, I always like to view my true opinion when I actually get it in my own hands and we get a more finished, polished copy. So overall, I have hopes. I would like this game to prosper, and I would like this game to do good when it finally releases. Like, I want Hotta Studio, whatever y'all have to do, take your time with this game. Do not rush it. Don't sit there and try to, do something to like, no. Just give us a nice product. It's essentially more than likely going to be a free-to-play game. It's going to be a free-to-play open-world RPG, so we already know what that means. Microtransactions, baby. We're going to get gotchas, and we're going to have to pull. But at least make the core gameplay fun. What we saw here was some of the main big features that I see. I feel like that's what y'all wanted us to see, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to get housing. We get racing cars, sports cars, essentially. We can customize those sports cars. We can customize our house. We, of course, got a waifu team, and you already know what we got to do. Is either A, you grind for it, or you pull out the credit card and you start swiping. You know what I mean? Like, we have to see when a game comes out. If it does come out to a beta, I would definitely love to play the beta. Or if Hotta Studio, if y'all want to talk to your boy, want to send me something, I'm just saying, hey, gotta put the plug out there somewhere. But other than that, what do you guys think about Neverness To Everness? The name is weird. The naming scheme is weird, but Neverness To Everness. That is a mouthful. That, Jesus Christ, say that like 6 different times fast. Gave me a stroke. But I want to know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Other than that, let me know. Let me know. Like the video, helps out a lot. But as always, I want you guys to stay safe out there. And it's been your host, KIC TV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.